I'm Jason Epperson. This is RV Miles coming to you from the beautiful beaches of Baja California in Mexico. It's time for the latest in RV and camping news. Holy cow, do we have a lot of stories this week, really big ones. I hope the waves aren't too distracting. I love the sound of them. Hopefully you do too. But there are big stories out this week, including a possible end to full-time RV domicile in South Dakota, a legal problem with overnight parking at Harvest Host locations that might be solved, and a well-respected roadside assistance program has been sold. But we begin with breaking news. Ford is decreasing the tow rating on some trucks that are already on the road or on order. Ford released their new towing calculator on Friday, a handy tool to figure out which truck will work for the trailer you're towing. One viewer, though, reached out to us to let us know that he put in the details of his gas F-350 that he took delivery on in December, and it had lower ratings than are on his door stickers. GVWR dropped from 12.9 to 11.9K, fifth wheel towing from 19.9 to 18.9, gooseneck from 12.2 to 19.7. Big drops. So he reached out to Ford customer care, who told him that Ford did in fact derate his truck, along with most other gas F-350s. He was told to expect new stickers for his door panels and the notification letter in the upcoming few weeks. I've reached out to Ford for comment, but I haven't heard back yet. I did check my 2021 truck and everything seemed the same for it. But if you want to check for yourself, log into ford.com/support and click on the towing calculator. It'll show you the details for the truck you already own. In my mind, those decreases in tow ratings are a decrease in value, and that has lawsuit written all over it. South Dakota is one of the 3 most popular states for full-time RVers to declare as their domicile, a legally required place of residence for things like taxes, driver's licenses, and voting. It's popular due to its lack of state income tax, available mail forwarding services, and ease of registration. You only need to show a receipt for one night at a campground as proof of residency. Well, 2 new bills have been introduced in the South Dakota legislature that could put an end to voting rights for full-time RVers, or even their ability to declare the state as their place of residence at all. House Bill 1232 says, quote, "The term residence means the place in which a person has fixed the person's habitation and to which the person, whenever absent, intends to return, and that no person may register to vote using a business location or campground," specifically said campground, "as the registration address, making the use of mailing services impossible." Senate Bill 124 charges state voter roll auditors to compare the address listed on each new voter registration application with county tax records to ensure that the address provided is confirmed as a residence and not a commercial or industrial address, again, making it impossible to use a mail forwarding service. Both bills have been sent to committees and are working their way through the legislative process. It's easy to argue that someone who doesn't actually live in an area shouldn't get to vote for local legislators, but where should they get to vote then? Locals may see thousands of full-time RVers who rarely step foot in South Dakota as infringing on their rights to choose their representatives, but those counties also receive millions of dollars in vehicle registration fees and vehicle sales tax from these full-time RVers.
It's time for a new RV mattress. Abby and I have been testing out the Wanderlust mattress from RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding, and we couldn't be happier. We're sleeping better, and because we were able to customize the mattress, we got the exact fit for our needs. RVmattress.com offers a 120-night sleep trial, the ability to pick different sizes and thicknesses, plus their products are toxin-free, made in the USA, and incredibly simple to set up. We were able to have ours delivered to the campground, and within hours of unboxing, the mattress was fully expanded and ready to sleep on. RVmattress.com offers free shipping and is offering the RV Miles community 20% off. Visit RVmattress.com/RVMiles and use the promo code RVMiles, all one word. That's RVmattress.com/RVMiles with the promo code RVMiles for 20% off.
You may be one of the hundreds of thousands of RVers who use a program like Harvest Host, which connects people with businesses like farms, wineries, museums, and golf courses for free overnight parking as long as they patronize the business. Well, campgrounds don't like that so much, and many organizations have been fighting it. And many municipalities have been implementing camping bans to try to curtail homelessness, though I'm not exactly sure how that really works. Over the past year, RVers and businesses have been receiving citations for overnight parking through Harvest Hosts and other programs in San Luis Obispo County in California. But businesses who have been relying on the income from tourism fought back and have won a compromise. On Tuesday, the County Board of Supervisors voted 4-1 to set specific guidelines for property owners offering free overnight RV parking to visitors. Property owners can allow overnight RV parking on their land if the RVs are, quote, self-contained, meaning they don't require hookups and have a bathroom and kitchen facilities on board. Visitors can only stay at the same property one night at a time. They can return to stay at that property during the same week as long as the stays aren't consecutive. So you can't stay 2 nights in a row, but you can stay 2 nights in the same week. Overnight parking must be free and located in a permitted parking lot on land zoned for agriculture and must also accompany a permitted visitor serving use. That means something related to agriculture, such as a winery, a tasting room, or a farm stand. There are also limits to the number of RVs allowed based on the parking lot sizes. The nation's second biggest RV dealership chain, Blue Compass RV, which used to be RV1, has acquired Coachnet, the well-respected RV roadside assistance service that's been around since 1987. Blue Compass has partnered with Coachnet since 2019 to provide benefits to customers, and they say that under the new ownership, they will invest in the growth of Coachnet to continue to provide even more benefits. Coachnet will continue to operate as a separate business under the same management. Hopefully the services will remain as good as they are now. Coachnet costs a premium, but we've found it to be well worth it over the years, especially if you own a big motorhome or a vintage bus like our old school bus conversion. You may have heard the news that Netflix is trying to put an end to password sharing, but the way they're doing it has many who RV full-time or seasonally thinking they won't be subscribers anymore. According to Netflix shareholder letter, password sharing restrictions will go into place by March 31st in the US, but it's already rolling out in countries around the world. Netflix will enforce the end of password sharing by asking devices to check in periodically in your home location, around once a month. That'll be an issue for folks on the road. It looks like there will be a workaround though. Netflix may email you a code to enter or require you to temporarily change your address. But if you do, Netflix at your home location may no longer work. That might be a problem for families that don't all travel at the same time. Netflix is famous for making changes and walking them back. We'll see what happens when they implement the new rules soon. Catalytic converter theft has been on the rise over the past few years, and we've reported often on several RV dealerships that have been hit by it. Congress is now trying to do something about it. Legislation was introduced in both the U.S. House and Senate that would require new vehicles to have the VIN number stamped onto the catalytic converter, allowing law enforcement officers to link stolen parts to the originating vehicles. The bill would also allow dealerships and repair shops to stamp VINs onto converters of existing vehicles, while creating federal criminal penalties for theft, sale, trafficking, or known purchase of stolen catalytic converters. That's it for this week's RV and Camping News Roundup. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you want more like this, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to support us, please become a Mile Marker member for only $4.99 a month. It really helps us out. Thanks a lot, everybody, and we'll see you on the next video.